Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Darkest Dungeon. We got our A team back, fully healed. We let go of Ronald because his traits were too terrible for the team. We brought aboard Mortimer, who is the man-at-arms, and the leper Cecil as well. So now we have two Cecils in the party. Great job. But for now, let's go ahead and embark. We're going to go to the Weld, or the Weald this time around. Specifically for these deeds. We need the deeds to upgrade the blacksmith and the guild as well. So it's going to be very beneficial for us to get in there and get those. It's a short mission. We just have to complete 100% of room battles, which shouldn't be too difficult for us. We're going to be Benjamin along as well. His stress is a little bit high, but he does a ton of damage, so we desperately need him. The Hellhounds are back. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We need to start outfitting our guys. For the Crusader, it's luckily pretty easily. We get plus HP, and then probably some bonus to damage skills as well is going to be the most beneficial thing for us here. Gonna get some more HP, and then let's take a look here. She does have a pretty good stun, which I do think we want to use here, so let's go ahead and grab that. For our highwaymen, we're going to stick them with the crescendo box again for the increased damage as well as speed. And then after that, potentially more dodge. I don't hate it. Are there beasts in here? There might be. Let's go ahead and take it just in case. And then for our Vestal, let's go ahead and give them the Virtue, the Hero's Ring rather, and then less of a chance of us getting surprised. It reduces their speed by quite a bit, but I think we'll be okay with it nonetheless. It's a short mission, so we should be good with just 12 food. 12 torches should be enough. We'll bring a key, 2 shovels. And then after that, let's go ahead and grab maybe a bandage, anti-venom, and then maybe one more anti-venom. Let's go ahead and embark. That may have been overkill in terms of items to bring, but you never know. So we'll see how it goes, and then we can adjust later on. So let's let this guy load up, and it shall. Pretty easy mission in all honesty here by the looks of it. Let's go ahead and start advancing on here. What do we have? A shallow grave. We can use the shovel. Let's use the shovel here. 2 bust, 2 jade. Not a bad gig, really. What do we got here? An eerie spider web. I believe bandages. Perfect. A little bit of gold, and we got a ruby, which is 1,000 gold essentially, so it did pay off for us. Let's go ahead and pop a torch and head on into this next room here. Ectoplasms and a couple of acolytes in the back here. Let's use a pistol shot. 6 damage. I feel pretty good with that. Stressful incantation. 15 stress right off the bat. Let's use a barbaric yop. I should have checked their stun resist, but we landed both of them, so I don't feel terrible about it. We can't do anything else, so we may as well just take an attack here for 1 easy kill. Stressful incantation, that's really unfortunate. 18 stress added to Ben. He's gonna hate it. And comfort. Let's use dazzling light. We can't hit the guy in the back, unfortunately, but we can hit this acolyte here and potentially save us a little bit of stress in the near future. We gotta go for a pistol shot. Let's go for the one that isn't stunned, just in case we would have killed it. Breakthrough seems like a pretty decent idea here. We do have minus 20% damage. Let's go for it regardless, and we're actually gonna get 2 kills right off the bat. That's really, really good for us. They should not have an action, so let's go ahead. How much HP? 4? Can we get you with a judgment? We desperately can, and we shall. A little bit of a heal for our Vestal as well. 2 deeds, well worth it. would be hoping for a little bit of stress reduction here, but take what we can get. Sack's contents are yours. Perfect. 25 gold. We'll take it. Let's pop a torch. It's getting a little bit dark in here. Another shallow grave. I think we're gonna keep our other shovel because there's usually obstacles in here. That's unfortunate. You got blighted, but we have an anti-venom. So you are good to go, friend. That is also unfortunate. Did we get a dodge? We did. Potentially should have popped a torch before coming in here. Could have given us the surprise. Pistol shot. The artillery are really not good for us here. So I think let's focus on these guys. Hoping for a crit, but we'll take what we can get. Barbaric Yop seems like a pretty good solution here. Let's go ahead and go for that. Try to get some stuns off. Perfect. And then we will take a Dazzling Light. Let's go ahead and get dodged on that. Pretty unfortunate for us. We can get a smite. You're human, you're eldritch. Rend the marked, rend for the old gods. Let's go ahead and take a shot here. That was an amazing crit that we desperately needed. Rain of Blight is terrible. Can we get a resist? Bulimic and Blight. Oh, Jesus. So it's going to mark our Crusader, which I'm not too worried about. This debuff is going to give us -5 dodge. Yep, we know all about that. Let's go ahead and just use the anti-venom here. And then let's go ahead and pistol shot this guy. Oh, you really, really hope for something better than that. Let's go ahead and take a swing at this guy for 9. That's not too bad in all honesty. Our Hellion is now going to get marked, but they did resist the other breakthrough? Potentially. We're just at -20%, and this would get a kill for us. We'll take it. I feel good enough about that. Oh god. Dazzling Light, I really wish I could get this guy in the back here, but let's just settle for this. That resist is unfortunate for us. Rend the Mark is going to do a bit of damage to our Hellion up front. Let's go ahead and start. That crit is what we want. That's what's up. Get that stress reduction. I love it. We're going to go for the Iron Swan to the back here. And just a smite here should and will give us the win. 175 gold, got a little bit of jade out of it as well. Our Vestal is blighted and there's not a whole lot we can do about it, unfortunately. So let's pop a torch and continue on here. Oh god, that blight is really, really unfortunate. Hunger, yes we will eat, absolutely. Mummified remains. Do we want to do it? The body looks well preserved. I think I'm just gonna ignore you, as a matter of fact. I'm not too concerned about getting the additional loot here. Perfect. Did we get a surprise? We did. So we're gonna be focusing the Fusilier in the back. Pistol shot, absolutely. Almost takes it out in one hit here. We should probably, we can go for a stun, but he has 50% chance to, well, let's go ahead and just go for the 16 damage. I feel really good about that. Dazzling Light. Let's go for the guy in the middle here. Should get a stun, and we do. Can we hit with a breakthrough? We cannot. But we can Iron Swan into the back and pick up that kill. Point blank shot. 11 damage does not feel good, and it moves us back 1. But our Crusader up front really isn't that big of a deal. I think we can get a pistol shot back here, so I think we will for 7. Breakthrough can hit both of them for 4 to 7, 3 to 6. Let's go ahead and go for it. Okay, a little bit risky, but we picked up that kill fairly easily. Let's get a heal out. 5. I appreciate that. And then we potentially do a stunning blow here. Hope for the best. That resist is unfortunate. 4 damage and then increases stress. Ben is having a pretty bad time right now, but resists the bleed, which is really fortunate for us. Wicked Slice. He's gonna come back and swing hard. 2 more deeds. Feel good about that. Let's go ahead and get this guy open with a skeleton key. 2 more deeds, some crest and a bust as well. Can't feel too bad about that, honestly. Continue moving on here. We may get a surprise. We do not, which is unfortunate. This Acolyte, of course, is going to be the primary target. That dodge is really, really unfortunate. Stressful Incantation. At least it's not on Ben. That would be really bad. Can we resist the bleed? We cannot. That debuff is pretty unfortunate for us as well. Zealous Accusation, 5 to 9, or a Smite. You are unholy, which gives us a really good chance to just kill you outright. Dazzling Light, absolutely on this Acolyte. And potentially a breakthrough, 4 to 7, 4 to 7. Or we just go for a Wicked Hack. 21 crit. And no stress reduction, which is really surprising for us. Dazzling Light again, absolutely. Resist, that's unfortunate. Can we just go for a Wicked Slice here? We absolutely can. That dodge is unfortunate. But they are human, actually, so Stunning Blow, I think, is the right call here. That resist is also unfortunate. But we can clean it up with our Hellion in front. Plus 20% move resist, minus 1 speed. Move charm. Could be worse. Could absolutely be worse. Crate is empty. I'm okay with that. Random pack. We'll take it. Skeleton key. I say it's worth it. Pop a torch. Head on into this next room here. No combat or anything. And this is why we bring a shovel.
A victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
Let's just leave that, I would imagine. I don't think there's any reason we should get this. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to pick that up. That is unfortunate. Rabid Rush. Could spread rabies. Rabid Rush. Oh, these guys are so fast. 1 damage. Got another resist, which is really fortunate. 1 damage. That bleed is not very fortunate for us. They only have 10 hit points. So I think a combination of this, Doomsday, I hate it. I hate everything about it. Let's get, we can't. Can we get a judgment? We can. 9 damage. I am perfectly fine with that 9 damage. Breakthrough. That was amazing. So we should be first up here. Smite this guy. Oh, the dodges. Accusation. More stress. 10 stress, not that bad, honestly. Let's go for a Wicked Slice, try to get this guy out. Crit should reduce some of his stress. 7. Perfect. A little bit of extra food out of it as well.
So clearly
Pop a torch, head on into this next room.
merely a trick of the light.
Ectoplasms. But we did get the surprise on them, which is very fortunate for us. How much HP? Only 8? I think we just take this. I think a Zealous Accusation is a perfect use here. I wish that reduced some stress from our highwaymen there. Dazzling Light is going to get resisted. Wicked Hack should finish it out. Pretty easy combat. And that's actually it for all the combat. I feel pretty good about sticking with this. So let's continue adventuring. Let's grab our highwayman. Someone has camped here recently. That's unfortunate. 28 stress. Well, I suppose it is what it is. Can we pop a torch? We can.
The light gains purchase. Spirits are lifted.
I don't care about that.
Purpose is made clear.
Hunger? Yep, we'll go ahead and eat. Absolutely. Pop a torch, and let's hit this next room. Maybe combat? No combat. Alright, that's gonna do it then. Let's see how we did. We're definitely gonna get 4, I think maybe close to 10 deeds. Let's see. Got a lot of crests. Oh yeah, 10 deeds exactly, perfect. So not too bad in all honesty. Maybe some, we got a level 3, Ben is level 3 now, jeez, he's leveling up fast. Curious, that's unfortunate. Early riser, +2 speed if torch above 75, will take it. Return to town, curious I can deal with, that's not that bad of a negative trait, honestly.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Potentially we send Ben here to get some of this stress relieved off of him. It looks like he's diseased somehow. Is that what that green thing means, I imagine? Maybe. Not allowed. Is not allowed to gamble. Is not allowed to visit the brothel. So he's not doing great. Yep, he's gonna go to stress recovery. I think Bree is pretty much fine for the time being, as well as myself. This curious trait is pretty unfortunate, but we'll see what we can do with it. But that's gonna do it for this episode. Well, let's check the stagecoach. Got some abomination. Jesus. All of the abominations. You have a thing as well. What is this thing? Does it say bulimic? Minus 20% heal skills while camping. That sucks. So we actually do need to kind of take a look at that and probably take care of it. I don't think I'm going to take an abomination at this point. Could potentially get rid of this guy. I think we're good for now. That's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you did enjoy, hit that like button. It does help out so very, very much. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Till then, thank you guys again, and we will see you next episode.